This is for you. Well, first a question about hypocrisy, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
If you look back now, because I think you've been recording since 93, 94 or something.
Yeah.
If you look back, is there for you some turning point or something that happened, or an album that you can say, well, that's when we crystallized Hypocrisy, the sound and the lyrics, alien lyrics?
Yeah, I mean, I think the two first albums were more or less inspired by the bands that I was inspired by. You know, like, anything from Deicide, Entombed, Morbid Angel and all that stuff, And that was a little bit more compiled into to the two first albums. The third album, we started to mixture with melodies and stuff, started writing a little bit more doomy and darker stuff. And then kind of that together with the first part got us into a different path of music. It wasn't just, two beats all through the album, It got more variety in it. And then also when Abducted came out, that was really groundbreaking. I mean, the production was really good, everybody thought, and the songs were really good. So that was like, with that album, I think we set our standard.
So that's for you. Yeah, I'm just looking all the albums because
there
are many. That's for you then. When did you decide, well, do you need pain for you? I mean, for you, for your own thoughts?
Yeah, for my own thoughts, I need it.
When did you decide, well, hey, maybe I can try and, start pain? And when did you have that feeling, that restless feeling, maybe,
Pretty much at the same time as the Abducted album. It felt like, okay, I want to try to do something different. I mean, about that time, I've done like, I don't know, 50 or 60 productions, And I always wanted to take it a step further with, try to learn about the computer, about samplers, about all these keyboard stuff and shit, It felt like it was time for me to expand as a producer. So I bought a computer and I started to experiment a little bit with that and writing some riffs so I can put in the computer in there and all keyboard sounds and stuff like that. And that's really how Pain grew up. For me, needed a band to take my producing further.
And is it for you, can I say that if you didn't have Pain, then maybe you would get bored with Hypocrisy, or?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm the kind of person that really don't want to sit and do the same thing like over and over again and over again. I always wants to get better. I always want to expand. It's like I remember like in the beginning when I started the studio, I bought an amplifier and I was sitting and fucking around with this and for a very long time until I got the right sound. I mean, I think it took me like a year and like 10 different bands recordings and stuff like that until I got like, yeah, this is the sound. Then I sold it and bought another one because then it was no fun no more, And I think I always aiming to be better and do better stuff, and that's just the way I am,
So you always look for new things?
Yeah.
This is for you. I was thinking because, your dad, you were telling he was building synthesizer stuff.
Yeah.
Can you say there's some similarities? Do you talk about your work and his work?
Yeah,
now?
I mean, he was also, doing a lot of things. He had a lot of work and stuff, and he had a lot of balls in the air, I think, when he was young, So maybe it comes from that,